everybody, and welcome to the Man Cave Movie Prop Lounge. This is the first episode, and today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite props and the latest one that I finished. This is a prop that I made, and I think it turned out great. It's from the movie Trick or Treat. So, a lot of people don't really know Trick or Treat. It's become somewhat of a cult classic, and I absolutely love Trick or Treat. It's one of my favorite Halloween movies, behind the original Halloween. This movie was supposed to be released in 2007, October 5th, 2007, and then in September 2007 it was announced that it would be pushed back, and it didn't end up going to movie theaters. It was actually released straight to DVD in 2009, so it was delayed quite some time. It came out October 6, 2009. So I immediately went out and bought it, and like I said, it's become a cult classic. It's a staple in my household for Halloween, and I absolutely love it. So without further ado, I will take you and show you Sam from Trick or Treat. And like I said, I just finished making this, and this is the first episode of many to come. So this movie was made by Warner Brothers, and it's an anthology. It's kind of like Creepshow, whereas it's several different stories put together, but it is absolutely awesome. There's so many twists, and everything gets tied together in the end. So if you haven't seen this, I highly recommend going out and picking it up and watching it, and you will love it. So anyways, I will show you Sam. So here he is. Like I said, I did just finish making him. It took me quite some time to finish him up. The pajamas were actually all white. I bought them on Amazon, and I had to dye them orange. What I didn't know when I first bought them is that they were polyester and that you couldn't use normal RIT dye on these pajamas. So I ended up having to dye them several times before I found what I needed. So if you're going to dye polyester, I highly recommend getting iDye Poly. Once I got the orange iDye Poly, this was it turned out amazing. As you can see, it's bright orange, just like Sam's pajamas in the film, if you've seen it. I then took old fabric from an old yellow t-shirt I had and cut the squares out and sewed them on. And then I took old socks to make the front of his foot pajamas and sewed those on as well. And then with the burlap mask, I bought burlap from a fabric store locally here called Joann's Fabric. And I originally had made a mask out of, or I guess you would call it a shell for the mask to sit on, out of 2 pasta bowls, and put those together and duct taped them together. But then I found it wasn't round enough, and I wasn't too happy with the mask, so I took it upon myself to make another one. And when I went this time, I bought a beach ball, and I paper mache'd the beach ball. And then after I paper mache'd the beach ball, I covered the paper mache in duct tape and cut holes out for the eyes and mouth in case you ever want to wear it as a mask for Halloween or cosplay. So then I got more burlap and sewed it together. Last time I had actually hot glued the pieces because I wasn't too good at sewing. This time I actually sewed it all on, as you can see there. His smile is sewed on, as well as his stitching in the middle of his head. The eyes are buttons with sewed and super glued pieces of hemp thread. For his sucker, I actually ended up taking 2 old coasters and gluing those together with a dowel, and then I used orange and black Sharpies to make it, and it turned out pretty awesome. I do have plans to cast this in resin, but for right now I'm happy with how it turned out. And then the form that Sam is on is actually a child-size mannequin that I bought on eBay for $58 shipped. So great deal, and I think he turned out great. Hope everybody enjoys this, and it's never too early to start on a Halloween costume or get into making movie props or collecting movie props. So I hope everybody enjoyed it, and I look forward to many more episodes of this with you guys, because I have several items in my man cave and that I want to show off. Some more made and some bought. So again, this is the Man Cave Movie Prop Lounge, and I'm signing off.